After a week of silence from Tekashi 6ix9ine, he has finally responded to his ops that were involved in the LA Fitness incident. Alongside 6ix9ine responding, we also saw the suspects now arrested that were involved in the jumping incident. As academics shared, the men who went after 6ix9ine for 25 minutes straight have been arrested by authorities. Tekashi 6ix9ine should be sleeping a little easier tonight because the cops say they have the 3 men that went after him in custody. A rep for the Palm Beach Sheriff Office tells TMZ detectives rounded up Rafael Jr., Octavius, and Anthony in jail for the LA Fitness incident versus the New York rapper. The suspects were being booked Thursday evening and were processed into the county jail. Since the announcement of the men being arrested, we have finally heard from 6ix9ine, as the New York rapper disappeared for over a week now. Many even getting worried of his disappearance, such as DJ Academics, who was streaming on YouTube with this title for the last week. 6ix9ine is still missing. No one can get a hold of him, leaving many to believe that 6ix9ine may have just finally called it quits. Although thankfully 6ix9ine has now just made his return. As we saw on Twitter, 6ix9ine spotted in Cuba for the first time since the LA Fitness incident, with him inside of an Uber, to later the next morning a video posted by DJ Academics stating 6ix9ine is having the time of his life in Cuba after the LA Fitness incident, with a photo of 6ix9ine exploring Cuba attached. Now this is when we finally saw 6ix9ine react to the LA Fitness incident. Leave a like on the video if you think 6ix9ine is a snitch. I'm curious how many of you do. On a recent podcast featuring a Nelk member, he texted Tekashi 6ix9ine moments after the LA Fitness incident. Now I can't say the Nelk member's name due to him now being banned off YouTube, but he's best friends with 6ix9ine and we will call him Bradley Sr. Now Bradley Sr. would text 6ix9ine, "I'm so sick that you got jumped." To where 6ix9ine replied, "I haven't felt this alive in a very long time." With Bradley Sr. replying, "I love how it happened while at the gym." With 6ix9ine, "Dedication, hashtag gym is life." Now 6ix9ine seems very unbothered from the entire situation, as it all started on March 21st, where news outlets were reporting that Tekashi 6ix9ine was caught lacking at a local LA Fitness by a large group of men. During 6ix9ine's time in South Florida, it was reported that 6ix9ine's been living at a local rental house, and while doing so, he's been going to a local LA Fitness at night, wearing a hoodie, always making sure to cover his face to hide his identity. With 6ix9ine working out at the local LA Fitness, it was only a matter of time before someone noticed him. As 6ix9ine's attorney, Lance Lazaro, told TMZ, the rapper was inside of the sauna on Tuesday at LA Fitness, when all of a sudden he was approached by several men without any sort of warning. Lance says, Tekashi 6ix9ine tried to defend himself from the men, but there was just too many of them, giving his client 6ix9ine the business inside of the bathroom, not even allowing him at a one-on-one to make it fair. 6ix9ine did not have his security with him at the time of the incident, as gym staff heard the commotion and immediately notified a manager, who was quick to come to the scene for 6ix9ine's safety, but sadly the manager was just too late, as local police as well as an EMS were called to the scene, and he was then transported to the local hospital by an ambulance. Now before the incident went down, TMZ shares new footage of the man standing in front of the LA Fitness. Here you can see one of the suspects standing in front of the LA Fitness window, looking at the parking lot waiting for his best friend to arrive to the LA Fitness. Once seeing his car enter the parking lot, this suspect is then seen walking towards the locked front door, where you need a gym pass to open, but with the one suspect opening the door, the man walking in was able to come in freely. With now two suspects walking into the gym, the man at the front desk asks, "Where are you going?" To which the LA Fitness member that opened the door only told the desk manager that his friend needed to use the washroom. A quick in and out, and then he would leave the gym, to where the desk manager says that's fine and allows him to go on his way. While doing so, they then opened up a back door, letting in a third suspect to the scene, to which they all surrounded Tekashi 6ix9ine in the bathroom and gave him the business. Now this would go on to get a lot of attention from rappers in the industry, for obvious reasons. As Whack 100 said, they did him like this for snitching, then turned around and snitched on themselves. Clout is the new goal. 6ix9ine, I wish you a speedy recovery. Then posting on his story, it's unfortunate what happened to Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's a good guy. Life is full of lessons, and this isn't about his so-called street situation. This is about decision making on both sides. The ones who filmed it and posted themselves will remember this day for many years to come, and 6ix9ine will now know he has to move accordingly. I still wish him a speedy recovery. Now this would even lead to fellow New York City rapper 22G's, who has had an ongoing beef with Tekashi 6ix9ine. He was thrilled to see what happened to him. As he shared on his Instagram, did y'all see what happened to Rainbow Emoji? Obviously being directed towards Tekashi for his rainbow colored hair. And this would then lead into Lil Reese. As Reese posted, 6ix9ine, damn, we praying for you, hit us up when you see this. Which would then make Boosie show on Twitter, snitches get stitches. Let's go start a GoFundMe for this guy. Directing the GoFundMe to the man who caught 6ix9ine lacking. This would then get a chuckle out of Chief Keef, who would then go on to tweet laughing emojis, as these two has also had previous beef. Now, Tekashi 6ix9ine even reacted himself that this is the most he has felt alive in quite some time. The reason for that is because he disappeared for over a year. And strangely enough, with the 3 suspects now being arrested, it's very similar to how 42 Doug got arrested, as he beefed with Tekashi 6ix9ine roughly 7 months ago. Now, around the time of 6ix9ine's latest song, Jenny, rapper 42 Doug, who you've known has been in prison the last couple months, ended up calling out Tekashi on Instagram. The famous rap lawyer would go on to post this about that situation.
Did the back and forth between 42 Doug and Tekashi 6ix9ine cause the feds to escalate their pursuit of 42 Doug? I would actually say absolutely yes. Let me explain this to you. March 12th is when 42 Doug was supposed to report to the federal prison. It wasn't until April 29th that the feds actually went out and started looking for him. What happened on April 26th and April 27th? The Doug and Tekashi 6ix9ine internet exchange about starting a boxing.
Almost as if anyone that goes near Tekashi 6ix9ine will soonly get arrested. The entire situation that started with 42 Doug and 6ix9ine was when Doug called out 6ix9ine for pulling up on Lil Perkio, otherwise known as Lil Durk's twin. As 42 Doug said on Instagram, I hate when people do stuff to good people, rat people, involving white boys and street stuff. People be lames and could have pulled up on so many others, but they pull up on a kid with nothing to do with nothing. Y'all can never expect non-street people to understand the streets. These people running up trying to ruin his life knowing a real man would spit on you. Where 6ix9ine would finally respond to him on Instagram Live saying, I would smack the fire out of you 42 Doug. Let's get in a hotel room, just me and you, and let's see what happens. I show proof I don't have security. And with them beefing back and forth, this would obviously go viral online, similar to the LA Fitness incident. Now, Tekashi 6ix9ine is still technically a federal informant from his time snitching against 9 Trey. So when 6ix9ine got a beef with 42 Doug, the feds were quick to look over it, and this triggered a 42 Doug manhunt, resulting in his arrest, as news outlets reported that 42 Doug had warrants out for him, as he failed to surrender himself into jail just a few months ago, as a manhunt was then created by a Special Forces police team to find the Detroit rapper. Now, sadly, with 42 Doug hiding from law enforcement, his new prison sentence is now looking like 5 years. And this is all because he dissed Tekashi 6ix9ine. However, here's where it gets concerning. A couple weeks after 42 Doug's arrest, and what led to 6ix9ine disappearing from social media, this video clip was released. Now, after this video went around online, a very concerning photo was then attached to it. In this photo here, you can see 6ix9ine getting a cast put onto his arm. There's a second photo with it. I cannot even share it due to 6ix9ine looking in real rough shape. Now, some believe it's due to 6ix9ine dissing 42 Doug and even snitching on him, leading to Doug's boys finding him and catching him lacking in the streets in New York City, as shared in that video clip. But what do you think happened to 6ix9ine? And why did he disappear for over a year?